So we're gonna start today's video off doing something a little bit different. Usually I start my farming day by going up through kind of the main walkway towards the bird yard where everything is. But today we're gonna sneak in through the backside. And I'm already not surprised to see which of the cattle are coming to greet me first. Good morning, sweetie pie. How's it going, baby bee? Has your mom been slobbering on you? Did you guys look at this? It's got like these slobber marks that I think came from her mom. Is your mom still licking you like you're a calf? Amanda, hug and kiss. I mean, it's adorable if you are. Okay, baby bee, I'll brush you. You like that brush. Don't eat the hair. It's just your hair. You're not gonna want to eat that. Don't knock my camera, please. Oh, Jeannie Barn Cat came over to say hi. She's gonna hightail it out of here pretty quick. She doesn't want anything to do with baby bee, even though she's a little bit curious. She's coming back. I think Jeannie wants to climb up me. Come on, Jen. Up you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, Ginny, you're so adorable. Oh no, baby bee. Actually, that wasn't really baby bee's fault. That was more Amanda's fault. She bumped the camera. All right, just a little bit more brushing, girl, before I got to go check on the other animals. I could spend all morning out here with you. I don't know, Amanda. One day, you might let me brush you. Right, let's try. Baby bee lets me do it all the time. Oop, nope. She's like, get out of here. All right, I'm not seeing any little cows this morning, so no calves just yet. Hey there, Amelia. How are you doing? Wanna say hi to the brush? You not like the fact that it's got baby bee's fur on it? Can I brush you? Oh, hi, Annabelle. Can I brush you? I'm pretty sure Annabelle thought I had treats, and so she started to try to push Amelia away. See, nothing to be scared of. I'm just a weirdo with a brush. Hey, Alice B. Tokeless. I know you're not going to want to get brushed. Annabelle, you're starting to take on that same pregnant look that Ariel and Audrey have. I think you're probably going to be cow number 3 to give birth. Hi, Belinda Carlisle, the first calf ever born on our farm. You know what's interesting about Belinda? I'm just starting to notice she's got like blonde streaks in her hair. Like almost whitish, like silver. And in case you're wondering about the genetics, that's Anna Green Gables. She's actually Belinda's mom. Yeah, they kind of look like each other. Are you back for more? You want more, I can tell. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. Audrey's bagging up. Look how much, if you zoom in there and look, you can see. She's looking very full. Tough being a cranky pregnant mama. Pretty soon, you're gonna be dropping, I feel like, any time now. Ginny, I know you love to follow me in this cattle yard, but it's so funny. You're both equally uncomfortable and exploratory. Hey, Abby dog. Hey, Toby dog. I know. I'm coming into the farm from a different angle today. So even though pretty much all the snow is melted again, looks like we're going to get another snowstorm tonight. They're saying like about 8-9 inches. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. When folks ask me why haven't I started hatching any goose or duck eggs, quite honestly, this is the reason right here. And I know this is going to seem like a weird statement based on when the videos are published, but if I had started hatching eggs the day after I finished the hatchery inside the barn, I would actually have goslings hatching tomorrow. You know, you can't have goslings outside with 8 inches of snow on the ground. And so I'll still probably wait, I don't know, a couple more days before I start putting goose eggs in the incubator to start my first hatch for the year, which will end up happening in mid-May. Morning, Toby dog. How's it going, buddy boy? Good to see you, pal. Let me brush you out a little bit. Come on. I already got the brush going. Might as well get you your brushing for the day. Good boy. You're gonna get groomed soon, don't worry. Trip back to Nakia's. And no, I'm not still trying to make a Toby dog sweater. I've given up on that quest. Yeah, you wanna be wrestling? You wanna wrestle? You're not so big you can't take on your old man, huh? Hi, Abby. How are you doing, sweetie? You guys ready to go get the birds? I can hear the ducks going crazy right about now. Morning, birds! Abby, please, not so much chaos, girl. Release the Kraken! All right, more food, hang on. Hey. I'm gonna feed you guys. Come on, relax. Just give me a chance to bring the bucket outside. Golly gee. Hey, Christina Aguilera. These chickens have zero boundaries. All right, here. I'll feed you more. There you go, some inside food. Yeah, I have to scatter the food around as many places as possible because there's such a pile on each morning. They actually get enough food, and by the time, I don't know, like 5 minutes after I've dumped the food, there's still probably half of it left, maybe even more, and nobody's fighting over food. But that initial burst of food always causes a whole heck of a lot of chaos. You don't say, Black Francis. So do you guys remember last year when Abby's leg got infected? I'm pretty sure it's stuff like this that caused it. Abby, come on, get out of there. Huh. What the heck is happening over here? Uh-oh. Sorry, Abby, I didn't mean to make you follow me. Let's see, is Toby Dog gonna follow us? I gotta show you guys what's happening on the other side of the fence there. But hang on a sec. Let's see if Toby crosses. I don't think he will. He doesn't like to go in the water like Abby does. I don't know how any of this happened, but I apparently have 4 ducks over here, all on the wrong side of the fence. What did you guys do? How did this happen? So I basically just cut this side of the yard down to give this part of the grass a chance to grow. And this part of the grass will get beaten down by the birds over the rest of the spring. Somehow these 4 ducks snuck to the other side. 2 of the ducks are my original khaki Campbells. So we see Greta the duck right here. You can recognize Greta because her neck is a little cockeyed. That's an injury she got when she was attacked by a mink back in 2019, which, yeah, it feels crazy to say that that was like 5 whole years ago. I don't know, probably about 2 weeks ago. But Greta is one of my biggest troublemakers, and she's often leading groups of wayward ducks on adventures. All right, let's open this up. Come on, Abby, you want to help me?
All ducks, go to bed. Come on, Abby, let's go. Good girl.
So you can see the ground down here is actually getting pretty beat down just from all the bird activity this spring. What I'll end up doing is once I kick the birds out, probably like the 1st of June, I'll end up reseeding all of this and letting the grass grow back up. Oh, muddy Abby. Oh, Abby, Abby, Abby. You are filthy, girl. But actually the good news is she'll dry out and probably by after lunch, she'll be perfectly clean again. It's kind of the magic of Maremma fur. I just missed it on camera, but Abby got bit by Bruce the goose and she ran away, which is exactly what we like to see. Yeah, good job, girl. Maybe you'll have a future in goosing one day. Speaking of goosing, let's see what we got for eggs, huh? Nothing in this tire this morning. Got a couple goose eggs right here. Got some random duck eggs. Random duck egg. Random duck egg. Nothing under here. More random duck eggs. Is there anything in this spot, Abs? Huh? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, this looks like a goose nest. I mean, you probably can't tell, but like the pattern of the straw tells me where they're laying eggs. Oh, here's a goose egg. Here's a duck egg. There you go. These are all muddy. What do you think, Abby? Still think I'm gonna try to hatch that goose egg. Another duck egg. That girl looks like she's going to make her deposit. So picking up on something I was talking about in a previous video. Oh wow, we got a traffic jam in here. I have had this trail camera set up for last couple of days to watch the laying activity. And number one, I'm most definitely getting some ducks laying eggs inside this coop. So I think I broke that other broody chicken who was the daughter of Carmen. But this girl, this Bielenfelder chicken right here, she's turned broody. And she's like nasty. She will attack me. We haven't even laid an egg yet. It was like she was about to lay and then she gave up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your work. Probably gonna drop trout somewhere else. While we're waiting to see if that chicken's gonna lay an egg, let's continue picking up our eggs. This looks like the last spot where I have eggs, where I have 4 more duck eggs inside this tire this morning. I'm talking quietly because I don't want to disturb the important activity that's going on over there. Rise and grind, weirdos. So still no luck on Templeton the rat. He keeps coming back, but I keep having 0 luck trying to trap him. I genuinely don't know what to do. I'm still avoiding doing any sort of poison just because I feel like that's a horrible way to die. And my conscience got the better of me and I've given up on glue traps. And so I'm still just trying to catch him with a snap trap and just not having very much luck. Of course, the one thing I have noticed is Ginny Barncat does seem like she's taken a little bit of an interest into trying to stalk him. But I'm still not quite sure what I'm gonna do about that one. The one thing I have done though is based on a lot of viewer suggestions. I have put like the little rat test strips and scattered them in various places around the farm and the barn. And I haven't seen a single nibble, which would suggest to me that we only have one rat, which is highly improbable, but I don't know. I'm struggling to find any other explanations for this. So this isn't my first bike ride of the year, but one of the earliest bike rides of the year. And since we're getting snow tomorrow, I figured it'd be a good idea to come up here and just check on things before it gets harder to access again. So I figured a quick ride on the bike would be just what the doctor ordered. I got to admit, I really miss riding the bike like this. And I'm sorry, Abby, couldn't take you with me this time, but maybe next time, girl. She loves coming out here with me. It's adorable. You know, being up here reminds me of this past summer. It was such a good summer. I enjoyed being up here so much. I mean, it was a wet and rainy summer, but I feel like last year I got to use more of my farm than I ever did, and it was really a rewarding experience. This year, one of the things I want to do is actually put in more cross fencing. I don't know, so this whole upper pasture is like, I don't know, 22 to 25 acres, I don't know, depending on how you measure it. And I fenced it all in with this high tensile fencing wire. I made a whole video about it last year, and so I've got strands going all the way up it. That generally keeps my cattle from escaping, and then I'll use temporary reels and run them through so I can move them once or twice a day throughout the pasture. I don't know, I think it was either like July or August. I actually came out here and put in this cross fence that you see that runs right through here. It's actually only 2 strands. The really nice thing about this cross fence is I can actually use it to subdivide the pasture, and it makes setting up the temporary fences even quicker and easier. And so, I don't know, I feel like taking a few days and just putting in 2 more cross fences just like this. So basically one on that side and then another one on that side. It'll just make moving the cattle up here even easier. I also plan on putting in more of these water jacks too, so that I have water running all throughout here. It really should make things a breeze, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'll probably start that project in May at some point when it's still too early to get the cattle out here grazing, but the ground softens up enough that it's easy to put the fencing post in. The other thing that I'm really excited about is I got this new string trimmer. It's like this attachment for my tractor, and it's like a gigantic weed whacker. And what's nice is it can actually go around fencing posts, and so it actually just showed up on the farm yesterday, and I'm gonna use that to keep my fencing lines clearer so that I can actually have all the lines electrified, which is actually gonna make it easier for keeping the cattle up here as well as for keeping Abby Dog up here. Last year, she figured out a way to figure out which of these fence lines is electrified and which of them isn't. Yeah, this is the part of the pasture that gets really swampy and muddy. I usually don't even let the cattle graze this area until like August. Did you guys just notice how I said usually when I've only grazed the cattle up here once so far in my life? I'm a goofball. Also on this side, which is basically the other side of the fence, I'm gonna start to fence this area in as well. I probably won't do much grazing of it this year, but in future years, this could be where I have additional herds of cattle running. Every so often, I've already started to come through here and thin out the trees. Having Scottish Highland cattle running through here will further help speed that process up of turning this area that was pasture back into full-on pasture. But yeah, that's gonna take some time, but as my cattle operation grows, it'll let me have multiple bulls. And so for example, like in future years, I could start keeping the offspring of Macho Man and put those heifers in a separate herd and have a different bull with them. That way I have good fresh genetics, but I'm also building up some characteristics for the animals here on the farm. And so adding this extra pasture will be valuable. Ooh, look at that. That right there looks like some coyote scat. I mean, it's a little bit old, but not too old. It's so interesting to see like the diet of a coyote where they eat so many rodents. You can actually see the fur in their poop. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting. I absolutely love coming back into this area. I don't think I've been over here since we went and got our Christmas tree back in, I guess, the day after Thanksgiving. Allison and I have an annual tradition of coming out here the day after Thanksgiving and cutting any sort of random pine or fir that we see out here that we feel like is just the right Charlie Brown Christmas tree for us. Like this was actually one of the ones we were considering for last year, but Allison didn't like how naked it was kind of in the middle. I'll probably just end up cutting this one down this summer. Since it looks like there's still a little bit of snow on certain parts of the ground, particularly in the forest, I'm gonna take you guys over to where I think the coyote den is. Let's see if we can see tracks or activity. I can see some older tracks. Those look like old turkey tracks because they're so wide. See how it's kind of like splayed out like that? I think that's a turkey track. Going into the spooky forest. So usually in the summer months, this part is pretty much completely dry, this creek bed. Oh, hey, there's some coyote tracks right here. See that? That's definitely coyote. And this right here looks like a mouse. I'm pretty sure I know who won that battle. You know, when folks ask me why I'm not more bothered by the fact that we have coyotes nearby. Oh, wow, here's some really fresh coyote tracks. The answer is because coyotes get most of their diet from rodents. And so the reason I think I only have one rat living near the farm is because of these guys. Make it hard to move in. You know, last year I actually caught on a trail camera an exchange, not too far from here, where a coyote chased some turkeys. It was kind of cool to see.
Wild turkeys are actually these incredible creatures. These magnificent birds that live entirely on their own in the wild, wandering around the forest, looking for food, able to support themselves, and able to protect themselves. But they also have predators, and they need to watch out for those predators because, boom, every once in a while, a coyote will come streaming through.
He didn't catch him. It was like a roadrunner kind of situation, but it was cool to watch. Here we have like one of the little clearings that makes for a great hunting spot over here. And it's got this stream that runs pretty much year round right through here. It really is serene to be back here. I highly doubt my YouTube video is going to translate that to you guys, but let me just tell you, any stress you're feeling evaporates almost immediately when you come out to a space like this and just hang out and chill and talk to some friends. Here we have a trail camera. Let's see how it's doing.
All right, let's see what we got on these trail cameras. Coyote. Another coyote. Bunny. Another coyote. Another bunny. Turkeys. Coyote. Turkeys. Coyotes. Raccoon. Bobcat, I think? Yeah, definitely a bobcat. Another coyote. Chipmunk. Deer. Coyote. And the Toby Dog book. Well, you guys should check out the Toby Dog book if you haven't already. I think you're going to really enjoy that story. And I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everybody.